We can say sunny now, can't we? Oh, gosh. Didn't you enjoy that video? Their message is clear, that relevance comes from business acumen, understanding finance, certification, and illustrating value. That's why we're all here, isn't it? Last year, ASTD celebrated 60 years of existence. There was a wonderful chance to mark the significant progress that the profession and the association have made on the journey from training to workplace learning and performance. That was a chance to see how we have moved the practice of our profession to higher and higher levels. In yesterday's general session and at the ASTD annual meeting, you heard Tony Bingham state that not only continuing to grow and change, but we're also picking up the pace. Our future, yours and ASTD's, is going to be different from the past. Let's stop for a minute and imagine things as they were 60 years ago. It was 1942, and half the world was at war. In the United States, training was critical to meeting the need for more production and getting replacement workers, while other employees were serving in the armed forces. At that time, a group of 15 individuals, ASTD's founding fathers, saw that the time was right to come together as a profession on a national scale. They convened for the first time and set the following goals. 1, to raise the standards and prestige of the industrial training profession. They were all in industry. And 2, to further the education and development of their colleagues. Stop and think about that. These goals have remained a part of ASTD's mission over all these years. Even as the profession has evolved and ASTD has expanded to include people from all industries, from government, from nonprofit, and now from all parts of the world. But what would ASTD look like today if those founding fathers had not identified the need to collaborate and share on a national basis? Would we have 139 chapters in the U.S.? Would we have 19 global nets worldwide? Where would we be on our journey? Yesterday, you heard Tony talk about change and relevance. You also heard Bob Noling talk about change and leadership. The underlying theme from both of them was change and the fact that people make the difference. This is a business about people. We're all here because of our commitment and our passion for helping people perform and reach levels that impact personal lives, organizations, communities, and even the world. In my role as chair, and as I travel around, I hear from many of you. And you talk about your passion for the industry. You talk about your passion for what you do and why you're involved in ASTD. People tell me that being a member gives them connection with others in the profession. They also tell me that they create long-term, lifelong relationships with other members in the ASTD groups. People who gain their footing as speakers and authors and advisors at ASTD, they go on to become experts and gurus. Some even become the legends in the field, and you heard from many of them in the video that we saw this morning. And this week you'll be able to see many of them in person. These are all people who demonstrate a sincere passion for the work that we do. They blazed the trail and helped us on our journey. But what lies ahead? How many of the things that impact us today, new technologies, market competition, customer and stakeholder expectations, they've all created a need to work faster, more efficiently than ever before. As my former CEO at Southwest Airlines, Herb Kelleher, used to say, we can never rest on our laurels and become complacent, because that's when we're at risk. As many of you would agree, Not many organizations have the luxury of resting on their laurels today, do they? In fact, it's probably just the opposite. We all want to stay ahead of the curve. It's just a matter of whether we do that reactively or proactively. You're all here this week because you, better than most, know that it's vitally important to take the time to update your skills, to learn from your peers, and to recharge your batteries. By taking part in this conference, I know you'll be better equipped to do your jobs, to communicate your relevance, and to rededicate yourself to this wonderful profession. While we all come from different backgrounds, have different areas of expertise, and may be here for different reasons, we all have one thing in common, and that is a passion for helping people to be their personal and their professional best. Actually, that's what we're really about, isn't it? Helping people learn and grow, helping organizations achieve better results, and helping society and our communities, and ultimately creating a world that works better. So, where do we go from here? I know that's a burning question in all your minds. How do we get there, and what does the future look like? I'd like you to consider a few things as you think about helping ASTD chart the future. These same principles can be applied to your personal and your professional goals. The first is a shared awareness and understanding of our destination, of where our profession is heading. Pilots used to say that they stay ahead of the airplane. And what